Hello students. Now today is the last day for this sum because from 3 lectures continuingly we are seeing this sum, but definitely all the 3 lectures, in all the 3 lectures this sum is done with different formulas. Answer will be same, answer was same there, but different formula is used to solve this sum. So that's why today is the last day for this sum. And again answer will be same. So up to the last lectures, what we have done, up to the last lectures, our question was find correlation coefficient by Carl Pearson's method, and in that Carl Pearson method we can use any formula from these 3 formulas. Now from today's lecture I am not explaining these 3 formulas. This is given only and only because you remember these formulas are used. That's why I have written here only, but not telling you about this formula. Now we are starting with the next step. We have already seen that by using first formula answer was 1. In second formula also answer 1. By using third formula answer 1. And 1 shows perfect positive correlation. Now today I explaining same sum with the diagram. Now today I am preparing diagram for that. Now in diagram, how we can prepare the diagram? That is our today's topic. So find correlation coefficient by scatter diagram method. That was the first method explained by me, and in that all the lectures explanation given, but how to prepare diagram, that explanation was not given. Now today we are really preparing diagram by using the real data. So now we are starting with the diagram. So everybody, you know, in diagram there is x-axis and y-axis. So first of all I am preparing x-axis and y-axis. So my first step is what? Prepare x-axis and y-axis on the diagram. So it's x, it's y, and this is starting, its starting point is origin point, 0, O, whatever you can write here. So origin point. Now on x-axis we are plotting values of x, and on y-axis we are plotting values of y. Simple. So here what we need to plot on x-axis. So here values of x is given. So values of x is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These are the values of x, and these values we need to plot on x-axis. So on x-axis minimum value is what? Minimum value is 1, and same way maximum value 9. So on this x-axis we have to make mark of 1 to 9 only. So approximately we can take here 1 scale mark, 1 scale for particular square. So here I starting with the 1 square is equal to 1 centimeter. So here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So we can take 1 scale for particular square. You can take here 2 scale for particular square as per the instruction given here. How much long you have to go? So minimum value is 1, maximum value is 9. So I have to go up to 9. That's why 1 scale is okay for this particular x-axis. Now check y-axis. So for y-axis, again see values of y. Now on y-axis, minimum value is what? Minimum value is 2. Maximum value is what? Maximum value is 10. So minimum 2, maximum 10. So I have to see starting with 0. So again I have to go up to 10. So again I can take 1 square is equal to 1 scale. So here also I can take 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 10. So I have to write up to 10. Why? Because I have to cover all the digits, all the variables on the graph paper. So minimum value should be covered 2 and maximum value should be covered 10. So minimum 2 and maximum 10 can be covered on y-axis. Same way on x-axis, we have to cover up to 9. So this is the first decide what scale you need to take here. Here 1 scale is okay, that's why I have prepared with the 1 scale, 1 square. Now plot the numbers on particular graph paper. So now see very carefully, understand it, otherwise problem may be arise to you. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. So on x-axis we are seeing on 1 because on x-axis one variable is the value of variable is 1 and on y-axis value of variable is 2. So on y-axis value of variable is 2. So I have to plot so here on this plot, if we are seen on x-axis, then see, so on x-axis it's 1 and on y-axis it's 2. So my point is here. So it is the plotting of the points on graph paper on the basis of given value of variable. So first variable value is given 1 and 2 for x1, y2. So on x-axis 1, on y-axis 2, both are together. That is my point. Same way, go ahead. Next, 3 and 4. On x-axis 3 and y-axis 4. So here also, check it. On x-axis 3. On y-axis 4. So I have to plot one point here, because if we can see here on x-axis 3 and on y-axis 4, and both the points together on this point. So I have to plot point on this place. So one point is there. So again on this point, what is the situation? On x-axis 3 and y-axis 4 is given. So here I can write x3 and y4. Same way I can write here 1 on x-axis 1, on y-axis 2. Now go ahead again. Next point. For third. So here third variable 5 and 6 is given. So on x-axis 5, on y-axis 6. So again here x-axis 5 and on y-axis 6, and both are together on this point. So I plot one point here where we can see on x-axis it's a 5 and on y-axis it's 6, and I can write here x-axis 5 and on y-axis 6. This is the point. Now again go ahead. Third point is given. Third point is 7 and 8. On x-axis 7, on y-axis 8. So on x-axis 7 and y-axis 8. Now I can plot point. Now we can see here also. On x-axis 7 and on y-axis 8. One point is there. And last point. 4 points are plotted on the graph paper. Now last point is 9 and 10. So on x-axis 9 and on y-axis 10. So make point where both are combined. Nine, 10. So here I can write on x-axis 7. So first 7 and on y-axis 8. Then y8. Same way 9. So here x-axis 9, on y-axis 10 is given. So y-axis 10. Now what is our step actually? Now draw a line passing through all the points. And if not possible to cover all the points, then it is partial relation. It shows partial relation which we have done in last lectures. Now first of all we are trying to join and covering all the points in one line. Now join all the points. Join all the points. Now here we can say, we can see here easily all the points are covered in one line. All the points are covered in one line. And what is the slope of graph? What is the slope of line? Left to right increasing. Now remember that thing which was done in first lecture. If all the points are on one line, then we can write answer that shows perfect relation. That shows perfect relation. Now positive or negative, that we cannot understand easily. That is depend on what? All the points are covered on one line, then perfect. Sorry, I have written here one wrong thing. Again I repeat. If all the points are covered on one line, then it shows perfect relation. If all the points are shown on one line, it shows perfect relation. Now, here we can understand all the points are covered by one line, then it is a perfect. That is the fixed one. But it's a positive or negative. How we can understand that thing? It's positive or negative? So that we can understand by slope of the line. Now here, what is the slope of the line? From left to right, increasing slope. And increasing slope means positive relation. So here, positive relation. So again I repeat, if all the points are on one line, then perfect relation shows. And if slope of the line left to right increasing, then positive relation. So here by diagram we can say it shows perfect positive correlation between two variables x and y. And you all of you know, if perfect positive correlation is there, it means r is equal to plus 1. So today I have proved one thing. And if you have seen my 3 lectures also, then total 4 lectures, this last 4 lectures, we can say that sum same. You can find value of that sum by any formula or by scatter diagram also. Here perfect relation is there. That's why scatter diagram is also useful to find the value. If there is the partial relation, if it shows partial relation, then perfect value cannot be found by diagram. Here answer is 1. Perfect positive correlation shows by all the 3 formulas. That's why if we are preparing its diagram, then our answer also same, r is equal to 1. If partial relation shows, suppose by using the formulas I get 0.75, then by preparing diagram I can understand it's a positive relation. But how much positive is there, that cannot be understood by me. I can say positive, nearer, partial relation, but perfect is not there. That's why I cannot confirm that value of that is 0.75, 0.79, 0.78. What I cannot understand. So here perfect relation is there. That's why r is equal to 1 is my answer. So for the same sum which is not given in your textbook but prepared by Kamal sir. Now this sum is what? Brahmastra. If you are doing this sum with 4 methods, 3 formulas, first method Karl Pearson, second scatter diagram method, then you can understand easily all the sums can be possible by any way. Now I repeating all the things from top to bottom. Fast and quick revision of the chapter. Now name of chapter, chapter number 2, linear correlation. What is the meaning of correlation? Relation between two variables. Because of one variable changes, other variable also changes. That is the cause-effect relation. Then there is correlation between two variables. Linear correlation. If changes is in the same proportion or nearer proportion, then we can say it's a linear correlation between two variables. Going ahead, find value of correlation. So it is correlation coefficient denoted by R, and that value of correlation coefficient R can be found by 3 methods. First, scatter diagram method. Second, Karl Pearson's product moment method. And third, Spearman rank correlation method. Now important thing, scatter diagram method is here, which I have done here today. Karl Pearson's product moment method, which we have done with 3 formulas. Now only one method is remaining for this chapter. Then after chapter will be over, and that is Spearman's rank correlation method. Now I told you in last lectures, that is scatter diagram method and this Karl Pearson method is talking about variables, and Spearman is talking about attributes. So generally Karl Pearson had given their results on variable basis. He had said that on the basis of variable we can find correlation, but on the basis of attribute we cannot find correlation. But Spearman had told it is possible even in attributes also, and given the formula to find correlation coefficient by between two attributes also. Now today I give you only and only formula of Spearman correlation, because in next lecture we are starting with Spearman correlation method, which is based on what? Attributes only. It is not based on variables. So today I give you the formula. Next time you have to prepare that formula and come back with the preparation of formula. Now I start with the formula of Spearman correlation. Spearman's rank correlation method. Now its formula to find correlation coefficient R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square upon n square minus 1, and sometimes we are using 6 sigma d square plus CF upon n square minus 1. Again I repeat, Spearman's rank correlation formula, because in next lecture we are doing sum on the basis of Spearman's rank correlation formula. Now R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square upon n square minus 1. And sometimes we have to use 1 minus 6 sigma d square plus CF upon n square minus 1. Now when we have to use in the formula CF and when we are not using CF, that we will discuss in the next lectures. But first of all, in textbook 2 formulas are given, but as per Kamal sir method, we are understanding and remembering only one formula that is given to you here. 1 minus 6 sigma d square plus CF upon n square minus 1. Please remember only this one formula. In all the sums, it is possible. You can use this formula and get the answer. And thank you very much for this last lecture for this sum, because in next lecture we are doing different sum. Thank you very much. See you in next lecture.